Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another skills lesson. Today we are going to be looking at a grammar lesson. Today, if you'd like to follow along, I'm going to have you get a piece of paper and a pencil. It is optional, but if you'd like to follow the same steps that I'm doing, I think it's a great idea. And as a reminder, if you ever need more time to learn something or you need a little bit more thinking time, you can click on the space bar to pause this video, or you can click on the pause button. Today we're going to be talking about singular possessive nouns, and you might be thinking, what is that? It sounds like a lot, but it's something that you use every single day. To figure out what singular possessive nouns are, we're going to break down this phrase a little bit. We're going to start at the end here, and I want you to think about, what is a noun? Say your answer out loud right now. A noun is a person, place, or thing, or you could have even said people, animals, places, or things. Then we need to think about the word possessive. Possessive is another form of possess, and if you possess something, that means you own something or you have something. For example, here's a picture of Maleficent saying, "This is all mine." She's showing ownership over something. She's showing she has something. And the last part to decode what this phrase means is singular. Singular is a fancy way to say one. So if you put that all together, singular possessive nouns, it means one noun that shows ownership. So today, to dive in, we're going to watch a quick brain pop, and then we're going to do a couple examples together. After this video, you're going to fill out the form below.
Hey Moby, are you ready to go bird watching? Hey, is that Mia's camera? Are you sure? What is a possessive noun? Well, a noun is a person, animal, place, thing, or idea. To possess means to have or own. A possessive noun shows that a noun has or owns something. Moby, I'm pretty sure that's Mia's camera. How do you make singular possessive nouns? A singular noun names one person, animal, place, thing, or idea. The swan has a long neck. You can use a possessive noun to show that the swan possesses or has a long neck. The swan's neck is long. To make a possessive noun, you add an apostrophe and an S. The chest of the robin is red. Here's how you'd write this sentence with a possessive noun. The robin's chest is red. Right, Bobby. Possessive nouns can make sentences simpler or easier to understand. Moby's favorite bird is the bald eagle. Chris's favorite bird is the blue jay. If a singular noun ends in S, you can still add an apostrophe and an S to make it possessive. You can also add an apostrophe at the end of the word and leave out the extra S. The iris has purple petals. The word iris ends in an S, so you can add an apostrophe and an S. Or you can just add an apostrophe at the end of the word to make it possessive. The iris's petals are purple. There are a lot of birds out here, Moby.
Just like Annie and Moby got done telling us, today we're going to be looking at changing a regular sentence into a sentence that has a possessive noun, using that apostrophe S. And as a reminder before we start, if at any time you need more thinking time, just click on the spacebar or pause the video. So today we're going to be thinking about this sentence, the hat of one man. And the first question you're going to think is, what is the noun that is possessing? In our example of the hat of one man, the man is the thing that has ownership. But what do they possess? What does the man have? A hat. So you're going to put those together and you're going to add an apostrophe S. The way that it's going to look is that instead of the hat of one man, you're going to say the man's hat. Adding an apostrophe S to that first question, the man, so the man's, shows that he has ownership over something. And it usually will have ownership over the word that comes after it. So in our example, the man's hat, it's showing you that the man has ownership over the hat. Let's try another example together. The bat of one player. So to change that into a sentence that uses a possessive, we have to think of those two questions again. What's the noun that's possessing or having ownership? The player. And what do they possess? What does the player have? So we're going to put those two red boxes together. Instead of saying the bat of one player, we're going to say the player's bat. Remember, apostrophe S means that they have ownership or they own it. The player's bat. The player has ownership of the bat. Let's try another one. The leaves of one tree. You can tell that there's not a person as our noun this time. So now, what's the noun that is possessing? It's the tree. And what does the tree have, or what do they possess? Leaves. So we're going to put those two together, adding an apostrophe S to show ownership. And we're going to change our sentence, the leaves of one tree, into the tree's leaves. The apostrophe S goes on the noun that's having ownership, trees, and what they own comes after, trees, leaves. If you wanted to follow along using a pencil and paper, now's that time to take it out. This card says, the feathers of one peacock. The feathers of one peacock. So we're going to do the first two questions out loud. I want you to actually say the answers. I know I'm not there to listen to you, but it will help you learn and become a better learner. So the first question is, what is the noun that is possessing in the feathers of one peacock? Say that noun out loud right now. Hopefully you said the peacock. They own or have something. But what do they possess? Feathers. Awesome job. So now we're going to put those two things together. If you have that pen and paper or that pencil and paper, right now is the time where you're going to probably pause the video and you're going to write that sentence on your paper. So instead of saying the feathers of one peacock, you're going to say the peacock's feathers. The peacock owns its own feathers. It has feathers. Let's do another one. The shoes of one clown. What is the noun that is possessing? A clown or the clown. What does the clown possess? Say it out loud right now. That's right, shoes. So now we're going to put it together. If you need to pause, feel free. The shoes of one clown, when changed into possessive, will become the clown's shoes. Adding the apostrophe S shows ownership. Here's our last example. The whistle of one referee. What's the noun that is possessing? Who has something? Yeah, the referee. And what does the referee possess? A whistle. We're going to put those two things together using an apostrophe S. Once again, if you want to do this at home on a piece of paper, pause the video right now and give yourself some time to write that new sentence using possessives. Our new sentence, from changing it to the whistle of one referee, becomes the referee's whistle when we add that possessive. So the whistle belongs to the referee. Awesome work. Now let's show what we know. You're going to fill out the form below. It has a couple questions of sentences that have no possessive. And what you're going to do is rewrite them using that apostrophe S to show possession. To do an apostrophe on your computer, you simply need to push the button right next to enter on the right-hand side that has an apostrophe on it. Good luck!